What's poppin', y'all? This is DJ with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to faithfully settle in the life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. And even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So, hey, look, check this out. If you're someone that is extremely gifted, the best advice I would have for you would be to allow the universe, God, Allah, whoever you choose to pray to allow someone to come into your life that's a match for you. And the reason why I say that is because when you're a particular human being that can see the world for what it truly is, like, you don't see the world how everybody else sees the world. It's really hard to date. Like, you can't just put your face on, you feel me, a dating app on the internet. You can't just, you feel me, walk up to someone and have a casual date. Because, again, like I said, a lot of people will feel intimidated or feel like, you know what I'm saying, you're a threat to them simply because you can see the world in a way where they can't. So you really have to, you know, sit back, chill, and work on yourself and allow the universe to bring someone into your life that's a match for you, simply because you don't handle situations and look at life the way normal people would do. You know what I'm saying? So again, when you try to feel as if you want to go out and date and, you know what I'm saying, be with someone, oftentimes 9 times out of 10 it's not going to work. These people are not going to be a match for you. You're always going to feel unfulfilled because these are not the people that have been, you know what I'm saying, affected by your energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, ones that will be able to understand you. Like, for instance, for me personally, I handle situations in a way where I don't display on the internet. That's a part of me that would have to only be, you know what I'm saying, received by someone who could receive it. Otherwise, you're going to look at me as someone that's weird. Someone that, you know what I'm saying, is not normal, what I should say, in people's regular category of normal. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost as if I understand now, just from my experience as well as in the past. Like, as a teenager, I tried to, you know what I'm saying, put myself on the internet, and I ain't gonna lie, a couple times I did meet up with people and they just was not for me. You know what I'm saying? So I started to get to a point where I took myself off of that. You know what I'm saying? I give y'all a version of me of what y'all see, but it's not all of me. I don't display the deepest parts of who I am on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So again, there are people out there that know and aware of who they're dealing with when they come across a certain version of a person. But majority of the people are still rooted, you feel me, or comfortable in their everyday life. So they think that, you feel me, women are supposed to be like this or men are supposed to be like this. And so that's hard to date. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll intimidate someone, especially when you see the world in a way that they don't see it. You know what I'm saying? So automatically they'll figure out a way to how to control it, how to dominate it, or they'll be intimidated by the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you basically can operate life on your own. You basically really don't need anyone. So they'll feel incomplete because they'll try to get you to cut off a side of you because they'll need to be able to fit into your world. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scaling back on who I am for nobody. So it's almost as if, again, for the people out there that are aware of how they see the world and how they look at life, you know what I'm saying? Just be patient and allow yourself time, you know what I'm saying, to have the universe award you with someone in your life that's for you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the world is based off mind control. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not trying to snatch from no one. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to control anyone or make anyone think a certain type of way, but it's real. Because you got to really think about it in a way where I'm not trying to be negative. Big kudos to the men who decide to take care of their kids now. But for a long time, they weren't. And I feel like it wasn't until they started to realize how gifted these kids would become. You feel me? And how much of a benefit they would be to their life. So it's not so much like I regret the fact I wasn't a parent. It's more so like I need to be in their lives so I can be a part of whatever they manifest into as an adult. It's weird, but it's real. You feel me? And that's just from my experience in life. You know what I'm saying? Of what I went through and a lot of what I seen. You know what I'm saying? Some moms backed out, some dads backed out. Like nobody really had, you know what I'm saying, parents who were there. So it led to a lot of us to raise ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So again, when it comes down to the dating scene, you cannot just be trying to put yourself out there. You either don't want to be alone, or you're trying to find a part of the missing piece of you by fitting yourself somewhere where you don't fit. And I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen when you do that. One of two things. It's not going to work, or it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? This is not going to be your life partner. This is not going to be someone you share your life with, because it's going to get to a point where they're going to experience a side of you that they don't know how to handle. And then it's going to feel like you're repressing a side of yourself, and then before you know it, they'll either cheat or the relationship will break up. And I think we're a little bit too old to be going through that. You know what I'm saying? It's almost now we're at a time where I truly believe that everyone has someone for them. I do trust and believe that everybody has at least someone out there that's for them. But in order to find that person, you gotta do the work. You know what I'm saying? You got to do the work that will align you with the person that's for you. Otherwise, you're going to cause a frequency disruption in your system that may cause you to align up with someone that can't see who you are, because they're limited by how they think a person should be. You get what I'm saying? And that makes things complicated. I've crossed like maybe one or two males that, again, like I said, were able to see me for me, but majority of people that I surround myself with can't see me for me. You know what I'm saying? They don't, you feel me, see me for who I am. So it causes a major separation between me and other people. You know what I'm saying? It's almost as if I'm the foreign object and they're regular. But really, I'm aligned with myself and they're not quite there yet. And so they're aligning up with everyone around them that don't know who they are. So it's like a party, except for you're not invited. You get what I'm saying? So again, I'm fully aware of how I see the world. I can see right through people. You feel me? You can't lie, you can't manipulate, you can't finesse, you can't control me, because I'm not one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's a threat. That's an intimidation to people that date on terms with controlling people. You know what I'm saying? And then when they hit something that they don't understand, usually they back out, because they don't expect a person to act out in a certain type of way because they don't understand it. It's a lot of things, you feel me, you ain't gonna understand about me. That's why I need someone that, you feel me, understands that. You know what I'm saying? And listen, a lot of times people don't even realize that they will be paired up, you know what I'm saying, with someone that's a good match for them. But you got to do the work first. You feel me? Because again, as human beings, there'll be areas that, you know what I'm saying, a person that is your match may have grown in. Like, y'all balance each other out. So if you're struggling still in the area where they passed, they don't want to be with someone where they got to level themselves back down. You know what I'm saying? They want to be with someone where they can be allowed to be themselves, which means you got to oftentimes grow in who you are to be able to match them. And listen, the universe, God, Allah, has a weird way of letting you experience, you feel me, that person, and then taking it away because you weren't ready. You know what I'm saying? So now it's almost as if, like, for anybody out there that's living life, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being yourself. Keep living in your purpose. Keep living in your mission. When the time is right, you feel me, you will cross paths or be connected with someone that's for you. You know what I'm saying? And you'll have a chance to be able to know that that person's for you. Listen, I'm not hating on the internet sites. I'm not hating on, you feel me, the Bible match meets and all that. But there are certain people that are not compatible with that. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be able to fit their personality on a profile. You know what I'm saying? You have to actually experience this person to know who they are, to be able to understand them, because they operate out of soul, not physical. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that makes it a lot difficult with, you know, somebody like me especially, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't realize that at first, but now that I'm older, I know that now. I'm not for everybody, and everybody's not for me. So you know what I'm saying? You fuck around and meet up with a fucking psycho killer who fucking is infatuated by your energy. Next thing you know, you in the back of somebody's trunk. Absolutely not. You feel me? So you gotta be smart. You gotta move strategic. You feel me? Listen, y'all see me a lot on social media, but you wouldn't see me a lot, you feel me, and where I'm at, because again, people with a certain type of energy move strategically. You know what I'm saying? They are not for everybody like that. They're not oftentimes in public scenarios doing what everybody else is doing because their energy is exclusive. You know what I'm saying? And you have to basically know them to understand them. And again, now I kind of get it now. You know what I'm saying? I understand it now. When you operate in the universe's way, everything will be awarded to you based off your frequency. If your frequency is not aligned with who you are, you won't get the things that you want. And if you force yourself trying to get them, oftentimes they won't work, because it's 9 times out of 10 an insecurity inside of you that's making you try to force something that's not for you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't downgrade none of my old relationships, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, sometimes energy frequencies can be mismatched with the wrong people that are attracted to that type of energy because they want to dominate it and control it. Not so much as, you feel me, be able to give what they give because they're not balanced in that energy yet. You get what I'm saying? So it's complicated. You know what I'm saying? And for, you know, a lot of people out there, they, you know, they're evolving, they're becoming who they are, and they want to date, especially if they've been single for a long time, and then they end up linking up with the wrong person that's not for them. Listen, I feel like continue to work on yourself, especially because I'm the type of person, I've been tied down for a lot of my life, you know what I'm saying, and in relationships. So therefore, I'm at a point now in my life, you know what I'm saying, where I'm being single. But it's not that I don't love, and it's not that I don't want to be in love. I actually want to be married, you know what I'm saying. But I'm letting the universe, you feel me, align me up with the timing is right, because right now the energy is still off balance. So you know what I'm saying, I could be in a crowd of people and feel like a loner because there are nobody in that circle that aligns with my energy. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So again, if you have a high vibrating type of energy and you link up with a low vibrational person, that might not end well. You know what I'm saying? Because high vibrating people can't hang out with low vibrating people because their energy frequency is too low. You get me? So again, it's complicated, but it's a very real thing. You know, it's hard for a lot of us with a certain type of energy frequency and DNA to date. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially for women out there that, you know what I'm saying, feels that they've been single for a long time but carry a certain energy frequency. It's hard for you to find a man because, you feel me, you basically had to carry the weight on your own. So he don't have nothing really that, you feel me, he can feel entitled to. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they don't want to get it conflicted or mixed up, because if a man is too, you feel me, feminine, he's gay, and if a woman is too strong, you feel me, she's gay, she's masculine, like it, and it really don't gotta be like that. You know what I'm saying? I just need someone to understand me for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a mix of both. You know what I'm saying? Because of how I was raised, how I grew up, in the DNA I possess. So therefore, you just gotta allow the universe to do its work. You know what I'm saying? You're being watched, you're being monitored at all times. You know what I'm saying? And as you're going through life and you're working on yourself, you will be awarded the things that fit your frequency as you elevate. You know what I'm saying? But every day is a work in progress, especially when a lot of us are going through this journey that they've never experienced before, which is a healing journey. You know what I'm saying? You start to understand and realize what you don't want because of what you've experienced already, and how you have to move and navigate in life. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I said, I'm not for everybody. So if I can see through everybody, I can see through you, and I'm basically being me 100%, that's a threat to some people who are not truly themselves and don't know where to start or begin to even be themselves. But they feel like they're missing a part of themselves, so they just link up with anybody, and then later on down the line, you start to understand why it's not working, because it wasn't a balanced energy frequency in touch with a balanced energy frequency. It was a low vibrational usually person that disguised and then linked up with a high vibrational person, and then they could later on see the energy disruption because they weren't aligned correctly together. So you know what I'm saying? Allow the universe to match you up, with the people that are for you. It's gonna take some time, but you'll get there. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's all about discovering who you are, because there are so many off balance frequencies in the world that know how to, pretend and come into your life, and then you find out and discover there's somebody totally different, and then that's a disruption to your balance frequency because you're already attached to them. That's the complicated thing about being able to be someone who's gifted in this world, because of your energy being free spirited in who you are. You attach to others' energies, and if you attach to the wrong energy, it could be very damaging to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's not healthy or safe. So you got to be critical on who you surround yourself with and who you be around. You know what I'm saying? But again, it takes a minute for people to get to that point. So they'll oftentimes try to, find pieces of themselves in others and figure out later on down the line that the connection is not healthy because you didn't wait, for the universe to, award you with the people that are for you. You're trying to make people fit. And that it just don't work out like that. So listen, when you out there, just live your life. Listen, you could do bad by yourself. You better off, getting yourself together and aligning yourself with your energy and doing you, and then allowing the universe, God, Allah, whoever you choose to pray to bring people into your life that's for you, that can understand you, because you're not the standard human. You see the world differently, and there are a lot of people who want to see it like you, but they can't, and so they won't match with you because eventually they'll see a side of you that's very irregular and different, and they won't know how to handle it. And all you really want is someone who can understand you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to allow the universe to do its work. Keep working on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And trust and believe me. You know what I'm saying? The universe, God, Allah, knows what you want. You know what I'm saying? So it'll bring it to you when the time is right. Just don't be afraid. Keep doing you. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.